Hi, this is Mr. Von Neumann. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to find the common ancestor of multiple organisms on the OneZoom tree of life. You're going to want to use this icon, Advanced Search, and you'll do Trace a Path. For this example, we'll do bear, tiger, and opossum. So that will trace the path to the bear. And at the same time, we'll start tracing a tiger. And then press that plus sign right there, and we will trace opossum. So there's our three animals all traced out. And now to find a common ancestor, you just press this button right here, which looks like it just did absolutely nothing. So it actually did, but to show you, you can zoom out or in. I just zoomed out, press it again, and it takes you to the Therian mammals. So that's what it was trying to show you. You just couldn't see it. And then if we were to do the same thing, if you zoomed in, press common ancestor. So if it looks like it's not working, you can zoom in and out just so I can kind of show you. But I mean, it's showing you that everything in this group here and everything in that group all have a common ancestor of the Therian mammals. But this would be a clade. All the possums, all these placental mammals, all these tens of thousands of species here would all be part of this clade or a monophyletic clade coming from this common ancestor, not just three that we looked up. So that's pretty much it. If you're trying to figure out how to find a common ancestor, that's it. If you're taking my class, I ask you to go one step further and try and think about the characteristics of that clade that you now have here from this common ancestor here. So if we looked a little bit more, this kind of gets interesting. You would think the possum, the tiger, and the bear would all be mammals. They are. And if you look up this, what a Therian mammal is, it's a mammal that gives birth to live young. So you might also think, well, don't all mammals give birth to live young? And the answer to that is no. So there are mammals that lay eggs. And those would have most likely have been some of the earliest ones in the evolution of the whole entire clade, but the platypus lays eggs. So, and echidnas, we can check on some of these other ones, but I know for certain that the platypus lays eggs. So if you look up the characteristics of Therian mammals, they give birth to live young without an egg. So everything from here on out, the possums and all the other mammals that are further on, make up that clade from this common ancestor that did not lay an egg but gave birth to live young. In the case of the possums and the marsupials, it's incredibly small live young, but they are live young without a shell, whereas these mammals use a shell. So that's the kind of characteristics or shared derived characteristics that this common ancestor gave to everything in the clade. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. And in this case, it seems like a minor little distinction, but it's really huge. The difference between the mammals that lay eggs and the ones that give live birth. So hopefully these are the kind of things that you discover. I mean, I just randomly picked those three, and that was kind of a good reminder for me. In fact, I'm curious about some of these other ones on this branch. But have fun exploring, learning about the relatedness of life and common ancestors and the clades and how we've evolved. So I hope that's helpful. Enjoy.